Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Collectively, we are the Office Blokes, aren't we?
We are.
It's true.
It is a true statement, a factual statement.
All three of us.
Nicely expanded there, Dave.
Yeah, all three of us back in the studio
Yeah.
together. Office Bloke Mike is allowed back in the studio now because we shuffled some staff around, didn't we? So the restraining order didn't make a difference anymore.
Can't talk about it, apparently.
Oh, we signed NDAs, didn't we? Fuck. Yeah, Mike was on holiday. Yeah,
Wasn't very sunny though.
How long was your holiday for, Mike? Was it 6 to 9 months? Or?
we had a couple of other office blokes while you were off that tried to tell people about Patreon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think people miss you talking about Patreon.
I think you're right there. Go on, Mike.
Oh, no, how does it go? Go and go to patreon.com, put in Office Blokes React. I've got loads of different tiers down there. Starting with just £1.50. Key and Peel. Max at the Palace. That's me, didn't it? Yeah, just go down there, check it out. Go on. Give it a go.
Support us like lots of people have done.
Yeah, I forgot that bit.
There's a weekly podcast, isn't there?
Is there? There used to be anyway.
Yeah, they did used to be.
Yeah,
before.
yeah. Well, we do a weekly podcast exclusive for patrons, normally every Friday. So, hopefully it'll be out this Friday, won't it?
Yeah. Nice. And keep your eye out
Patrons
for
only.
Keep your eye out for channel memberships coming soon as well if Patreon's not your thing. So right. Ricky Gervais wasn't born in the right place.
No, he's from the south. We all know that's not the right place.
Is he from Slough or Reading or something?
I think I want to say he's well. He references it somewhere like he's from Reading. I think
he's from Reading, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's. Yeah, I don't think it's right down south, is it? Is Reading
It's
a bit
far
outside?
enough.
No,
London?
it's
far enough.
I always thought it had like a bit of
Berkshire.
slight Midlands twang to him.
No,
but,
Berkshire or Berkshire, however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah,
but Berkshire, isn't there?
You always find these places down south. As soon as you get past Staffordshire,
I was going to say Staffordshire.
As soon as you get past Stoke and around that area, no one lives in a city anymore unless you live in London. Everyone lives in a county.
Ah, right.
Do you ask anyone from the south, anywhere further south than Stoke, where you're from, and they go, "I'm from Bedfordshire,
Right.
from Hertfordshire, from Somerset." They don't say like. You ask anyone from the north, where you're from, they go Manchester, Liverpool, Newcastle, Leeds. Just give you cities.
Yeah. No, true. Yeah. No, I never thought that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
All right.
Ricky Gervais wasn't born in the right place then. He should have been born in Manchester. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Humanity. What is humanity? What are we? Well, we've touched upon it there. We're great apes. Not metaphorically, we're literally great apes. We are 98.6% genetically identical to a chimpanzee. We're closer to chimps than chimps are to gorillas. We left our common ancestor about 6 million years ago. We have the same life cycle as any other animal, which is our parents mate, we're born, we grow, we mate, our parents die, all our friends die, and then we die. Now, my 7-year-old niece didn't like hearing that, right? But I said, you've got to look. I said, stop crying. I said, you're 7, today. Any more grisly and this party's cancelled. So let's take the first of those, right? Birth. It's already an odd one for humanity because the human being is born before the end of its natural gestation period. And by that, I mean, because of our evolution, our brain is so big, we have to get that huge head out early. That's why the skull is in parts and supple, right? And then we have to carry on gestating outside the womb. That's why we're so useless. Compare us to other mammals, right? A giraffe is walking along. It goes, oh, I'm proper pregnant, right? I'm going to have a baby giraffe right here, right? Yeah, there it is. See you later. And the baby goes, Mum, can I get it's got to be fucking ready, right? We're helpless, right? Just think of that, right? 9 months, we're just growing in this perfect environment, just like that. Just everything's... It's like being in a little Kate Bush video. Right? And then suddenly, and you're being squeezed out of an hole near an arse. You're covered in shit, they're screaming. You go, I can't breathe. Someone goes, yes, you fucking can. Right? That's the first 1 second of life on Earth. You don't know where you are. You can't choose where you're born. I was born in a place called Whitley Estate in Reading, right? Yeah, no, I wouldn't have chosen that.
Yeah, we were right.
Reading,
weren't we?
right, yeah.
I just realised there's been no pause for comments so far. So
No.
thought I'd put a cheeky one in.
He flows quite well, though, doesn't he? You know.
That bit there about it's your birthday today.
Yeah. He's very good at having those little one-liners, isn't he?
funny
Really
guy.
funny.
He's actually one of the best. I don't think he gets put in the conversation enough.
No,
for
I
being
agree
one of
with
the
you.
best.
Yeah, I probably agree with you on that, Dave. I think he's when you look at stand-up comics and the storytelling that he does and the way he gets on a subject and humour's a subject, very, very good at it.
And nothing's off the table with him either, is it? You know,
No.
comedy-wise. I have seen some of this humanity, by the way. I'll just put it out there. I've seen some of it, but nothing's off the table with him. He'll have a go at anything. He really will.
Is this his new one, Humanity? I watched his latest one on Netflix a couple of months ago.
I don't remember seeing this, but I've seen his latest one as well.
Yeah, I think this is from a few years ago, like maybe 2, 3,
Right.
4 years ago. I
don't remember this.
but I don't think I've seen his new one though.
I wonder if he's not in the conversation as much because he didn't come up as a club comic.
Possibly.
Maybe
He
yeah.
literally got famous and then started doing arenas, and he's just an amazing comic.
He's sort of more famous over here probably through The Office, wasn't he? That's when he really came to fruition. Whereas others have been on sketch shows, haven't they? You know, like, not Monty Python is a long time ago, but that type of thing. Then they go off and do different things. But he seems to come onto the telly and then sort of go onto arenas and stuff.
What happens with comedians now, and I'll give the example of Jason Manford. Goes around doing a club, excellent comedian, very, very funny, one of the highest performers there is in the UK for comedy circuit. Does a great circuit, does great tours. Now he's on fucking TV, sold out.
He's just boring, isn't he?
Crappy, shitty TV shows.
Yeah, just game shows and
And
stuff
I'm
like
like,
that. Which is one thing, but I mean,
don't want to watch him anymore.
Yeah.
Gone off
Yeah.
him.
No, I get that. Absolutely get that.
Yeah.
Can't choose where you're born. I was born in a place called Whitley Estate in Reading, right? Yeah, no, I wouldn't have chosen that. I'd have chosen Hampstead. I did choose Hampstead. It just took me 45 years to be able to afford it, right? Very different, my upbringing, you know, to how I live now. I know I live a privileged life now. Hampstead, ridiculous. Oh, it's a rarefied place, right? It's just like the grandchildren of poets and painters and me, new money, right? But growing up, it was tough. I don't know what it's like now, but in my day, my estate was really sort of rough and scary. It felt like wildlife. I was weak and vulnerable, right? And there was danger around every corner. The school I went to was on my street, and I ran there every day so I didn't get mugged or molested. And there weren't a lot of paedophiles in Reading because the murderers had killed a lot of them, but there was still a couple, right? I moved to Hampstead. Oh, my God, it's no crime. I saw a knife once in Hampstead. It was a palette knife. Just a bloke just painting, oil painting, in the middle of the street, broad daylight. No one was gobbing on it or calling him Bender. It was So I know my life has changed drastically, but it wasn't always like that. And the reason I'm telling you this, as a famous person, you sort of read about yourself, you know, gossip and, you know, Twitter and everything. And one thing kept cropping up, even when I was preparing for this tour, people saying, oh, he's out of touch. He's so famous. He's rich. He's mega rich. I am. I could have this place burned down for a laugh. No, but they say things like, oh, he's an observational comedian. How can he say things that relate to ordinary scum? I say, don't call them scum, right? But even the papers, they try and get around to it. I do interviews, and they'll always be able to say, oh, do you always fly first class? I go, no, often private. And the number of times I've answered this question, right? They say, do you know how much a pint of milk is? It was meant to make you look out of touch, and I don't know, but that's irrelevant, right? Next time a journalist asks me that, I'm going to say, I don't know, mate, but here's £1,000. Run and get me one, will you? Is that enough? Yeah.
That's funny, that. I like that.
Oh, he's absolutely brilliant, Ricky Gervais, must admit.
But I agree with what Dave was saying before, going back on it. He just he just doesn't come up in the topic of stand-up comedy like he should do.
Yeah.
Because I think he's definitely top tier.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, he's right up there. He's got to be.
How many other comics are UK comics are selling out arenas on a regular basis?
There's a few. John Bishop.
I know there's a
John
few.
Bishop, Lee Mack. You know, people like that will be selling them out without a doubt.
You're still talking
Yeah.
like maybe 10 people.
Yeah,
15
max 15, I'd say. Yeah,
He could probably do it in the States as well, couldn't he?
Probably.
I mean,
He does tour the States.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. He's big over there as well, isn't he? You know, but it's just so good. It's just mega funny.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to. But I think you're right. I think it's the fact that he wasn't known as basically a stand-up. I don't think was he? He probably did do it, but he probably wasn't. He just didn't seem to be known for that.
Maybe the industry doesn't think he's paid his dues. You know, not being a club comic.
Yeah,
maybe.
It's not down to the industry to sort of like acknowledge it though. It's down to the fans to acknowledge it.
It's down to the public to say if the public want it. And simple as that.
They do. You just like I say, I never sort of like think of him in that way. He always sort of like flies under the radar with me.
Same.
But when I watch him, he's probably one of the funniest comedians I've seen.
I must admit, the first thing that springs to mind is things like The Office, Afterlife. His television programmes probably more than his stand-up, I suppose.
Yeah.
But his stand-up is absolutely superb. It really is.
Did you see the video the other day of someone asking a politician over here how much a pint of milk is? I don't know who the politician was. It was a female Tory.
Yeah.
And they said, how much is a pint of milk? And she does the best job at avoiding the question. Yeah. And I think it's a bit of a hacky question anyway, because it doesn't really matter.
It's exactly the reason why I said, because you try and make people look out of touch, don't you? Like they don't know.
I don't know.
It's like quite a hacky way to get you to...
Really?
£1.29, I'd say.
No, it's probably about 69p, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. Something.
For 1 pint, yeah, probably, but yeah.
Yeah, but regardless, they said to this politician, so you don't know, and she avoided the question well, and they said, all right then, shoes, how much do you spend on shoes? And she starts avoiding the question, and they said to her, so how much are the shoes you've got on at the moment? And she keeps going, just average what you pay for a pair of shoes, it's just average. And said, so how much? And she went, well, these ones are about £850 that I'm wearing at the moment. And it's like, you can just see the reporters gone, got you.
Exactly.
That's average for a pair of shoes, is it? £850.
I mean, what do they expect? The reporters are trying to make them look bad, aren't they? Yeah. Well, they must know that a lot of politicians, a lot of them are quite wealthy anyway, aren't they? And they do like and finer things. If they can afford it, they can afford it. I don't have a problem with that. I don't give a shit. No. If people just buy what you want.
It's the fact that the statement was, these are about average, £850. If she went, I splashed out on these for a bit of a splurge, bit of a treat, they're £850, you go, sweet.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, but the journalist has done a good job in their eyes, because that's that's exactly what they were looking for. Make the politician look bad.
You got your viral clip.
It's not hard.
Goes everywhere.
Yeah, true.
It's not hard to make a politician look bad.
No,
it's fucking not hard.
That's a good point. It's not difficult. It's great.
Gervais, funny guy. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. We're very, very close to that 200,000 mark.
Yeah,
so
it's getting there.
Give it a nudge if you don't mind, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers. Guys.
Cheers.